Hello, and yes, I know this video is coming out way later than it should have, but one, that is because I didn't have much camera space. Two, it's because, well, I didn't do the playoff predictions part until literally, well, I'm doing it now, but, yeah, now. And then three, well, I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, the NFL predictions. And honestly, since week one already passed, this is going to be like week one overreactions as well, mixed in the mix too, because, we're not going off preseason, we're going off week one. Well, I did the record predictions before the season started, which we'll get to that first, but yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go with the record predictions. You'll just have to believe me. I did it before the season started. Why would I lie, But anyways, yeah, we got, also, this is purely for documentation purposes. Like, I always do this every year, but obviously this is the first year I've done YouTube. So, it's like, might as well make a little video about it. But, yeah, of course, got Bills winning the East. I think it's a 99% chance that they win the East, like, honestly, unless Drake May jumps into, like, top 5 conversations. There's no way, Or, I mean, the Jets, see, this is, you can tell this is from before the season started. The Jets looked great against the Steelers. Yeah. Unless they make a push, and then got Chiefs, Broncos. I feel like they'll definitely be very neck and neck. Chargers and Raiders close behind. But, yeah, and then Rams, I'm all over the place. Whoops. Ravens, I think they're gonna get the North pretty handedly, I would say. They are regular season champs. They really are. When it comes to playoff time, that's a different story. But, yeah, I think they'll pretty steadily win the division. South is a mess, so... And literally, the past 3 years, I've predicted the Texans to win with a 9-8 record because, that's just, it makes the most sense. And then here we go to the NFC. Eagles, of course, coming in with the 1 seed, 13-4. Commanders, I feel like they won't have too big of a year. I'm not saying Jaden Daniels has a sophomore slump, but I'm just saying they won't be as good as last year, but they'll definitely be pretty good. Giants, yeah, I'm pretty high on the Giants, which this was obviously made before the season started because the week one, man oh man, Russell Wilson looks horrible. Jackson Dart will probably be out there by week 4 through 6, somewhere in there. Then they might have the 9-8 record, but if it's Russell Wilson the whole season, they are not touching 9-8. Then with the West, Rams with Matthew Stafford's health, which week 1 there was really no problems with, but with his back strain in preseason, I don't think they're going to have like a 12-5 record like, a lot of people are saying. Slight 10-7. I do have the 49ers and Seahawks right behind, and yeah, Cardinals 7-10. I don't know, their roster didn't change much, and a lot of teams got better. I don't know. Oh yeah, also yeah, Cowboys 7-10. I don't know. I feel like their defense is about to be atrocious. I really do, and I don't know. Just somewhere along the way, I feel like their offense is going to hit a slump. It really will. Now, that probably might not happen, but, I just have a weird feeling. These are all based off, feelings and vibes, but also, like, some like, estimated guessing. But then, yeah, Packers taking the division. Micah Parsons' addition, he looked amazing in week 1. And then the Lions 10-7. Is it a testament to how good the Packers were, or is it a testament to the Lions losing both coordinators? Is that really going to affect them? In week 1, it showed. I don't know. They could still be 10-7. Then Vikings and Bears 9-8. I feel like the whole division is going to be pretty good. But the Bears kind of showed. Oh, they showed week 1. You know, they basically stopped playing football in the second half versus the Vikings. Yeah. Then South. Oh, I'm not too high on the Buccaneers. I don't know. Even though they looked amazing in week 1. Yeah. This is definitely like before the season. Yeah. That's all I can say. But Falcons, Panthers fighting for it, I say. Probably going to be Buccaneers, Falcons fighting for it. Probably going to be Buccaneers taking the division, honestly. And then, oh, that's upside down. Yeah, here we go with this. So, I already, wrote out all the seeds and all that, and I calculated, who would be whatever seeds. And some of them were like ties, which, strength of schedule, all that, head to head, all that. I didn't take those into account, but but anyways, the Ravens and the Chargers, 2 seed versus 7 seed in the wild card. Honestly, Ravens, they're playoff chokers, but Justin Herbert is a little bit even more of a playoff choker. I would say the Ravens. Oh wait, this is gonna be hard to write. Also, yeah, got the Halloween blanket in the background, which this isn't even a video, but very nice fall vibes. If you haven't checked out my interior design of me putting up my fall decorations, if you like that type of content, check that out too, because that's what I like to do on the channel. I like to do all different types of content. But yeah, this sports content, which I don't do much on the channel, but anyways, okay, I'm yapping. That's what I do a lot too. But anyways, Ravens and Chargers. I say Ravens take this one pretty handedly. I would say 24. Okay, I'm finding a different way to write. 24. Oh my god. Sorry, I had to put it in 0.6 mode because, it's easier to just record and write. Chargers would get dominated, but not too dominated. Justin Herbert makes a close game, but Ravens, too good. Chiefs versus Patriots. This one would be an interesting one. Really would be. Definitely saying Chiefs would win this one. Probably be a low-scoring ball game. Patriots would probably keep them in it. They would keep it close, I feel like. But, Chiefs probably would win on a field goal. Something like that. Texans, Broncos. Now this one is a defensive game. It should be a defensive game, but I feel like there would be an offensive explosion for no reason. I'm saying 34 to 20. I would say. And then for this side of things, whoa. And then as for the NFC side of things, Packers versus 49ers. A classic playoff matchup. I would say, Packers probably have that one. 31-24, just a classic score. A close game, but not a very close game, but, a close game. Nothing to write home about. It would probably be an average game. Rams, Commanders. Now, this all depends on Matthew Stafford's health at the end of the year. Like I'm saying, would he be healthy at the end of the year? Would he be healthy in January? If he is, which he looked great in week 1. I would say, yeah, he probably, the Rams would definitely take this one, unless Jaden Daniels has a crazy game versus the Rams defense, but Jared Verse. He had a 4-sack playoff game last year. So he might be a playoff riser. So I would definitely say Rams would take this one. I would say, honestly, the way the Rams win this one would be to shut down the Commanders. I would say it's a very close game, very defensive game. Falcons Lions. If Michael Penis, if Michael Penix can make a leap, I say it's a very close game. The Lions will probably be, figuring it out more with the loss of their two coordinators. They'll probably mesh way more in the later season than they showed in week 1. So, I'm saying Lions 24, Falcons 21. A classic game. And those are the wild cards. Well, here we go. Now, on to the divisional, which it is all, 1 versus 5, 2 versus 3. Yeah, I know, not the most brain-blowing picks, but, yeah. Broncos Bills, a rematch. Oh my god, a rematch. Couldn't speak there for a minute. A rematch of a divisional, wild card game last year, not divisional. This one, obviously, this year, it would obviously have a whole different feel to it. Broncos, a little bit more proven this year compared to last. Bo Nix, second year compared to year 1. Still, Bills, Bills, 34. I feel like they would rip apart that Denver defense, which I predict, honestly, Denver defense, I predict that's going to be the number 1 in the league, which not too hot of a take there either. But just saying, but yeah. It would be competitive though. Definitely would be, but yeah. Then another rematch, Chiefs and Ravens. Sorry, I'm all over the place. But Chiefs Ravens, I would say, honestly, this might be the year. This might be the year the Ravens get one. Versus the Chiefs. Not saying they, I don't know if they'll get one Super Bowl, but they'll get it versus the Chiefs. I feel like 31-28. Another really close game. On to the NFC side, Lions-Eagles. I say Eagles take that one in an overtime game. I have a feeling it would be an overtime game. A very close one. I just think, it's a repeat of history. A lot of these games are like a repeat of history, a repeat of not history, but a repeat of the past few years. And I feel like there won't be too much change, The good will stay good. There won't be a team that jumps up through the rankings, like how the Commanders were last year. Everything is just going to stay the same. I mean, Packers, I guess you could say. Yeah, I guess you could really say Packers would be the team that, advances or, goes farther than they did last year. Okay, I don't know what happened. I literally can't talk today, too. I'm talking weird. But I don't know what happened, but the recording literally stopped. But I was saying, it's already written down, and that's in pen, so I can't do anything about that. But I feel like the Packers would have a weird blowout versus the Rams. The Rams might, have a weird time where they just get dysfunctional in a divisional game. I mean, Well, 1-2 and 1-2. Big shocker here. But starting with the AFC, this obviously, week 1, Sunday Night Football, what we just seen, that's going to be an AFC Championship preview, I have a feeling. But this time, could the Ravens get it done? I have a weird feeling. I have a feeling this might be the Ravens' year. And it's going to be a repeat of, score-wise, it's going to be a repeat of what we just seen. It's going to be a high scorer It's going to be a high scorer. It's going to be a classic. And then NFC. Here we go with this one. Another repeat of a past playoff game. But I have a feeling, I don't know. I have a feeling the Packers might get it done. Something about it. I mean, it would be another high scorer, but honestly, Packers would hold a touchdown lead in that one. I mean, it's not the most hot takes, but it's just the feelings I have, and it's, yeah. I don't know why I keep on saying that, too. But, yeah. Okay, Super Bowl Sunday. There it is. And with this game, it would be a very interesting dynamic. Can Micah Parsons chase down Lamar? Can Lamar evade Micah Parsons? I feel like that would be the key for the game. And I mean, really, can the Packers wide receivers step up against the Ravens secondary? That would be another key to the game. But I would say, no, they cannot, honestly. I would say the Ravens wide receivers, I would say the Packers wide receivers could not step up against that Ravens secondary. But also, Micah Parsons might wreck this game. This is a close one. It really is. It could go either way. It really could. Can I see this being the year, though, that the Ravens finally get it done? I think they'll get far, but I don't know if they could finally get it done. It's something about it. I don't know. Like, I could see the Packers winning this, but I couldn't see the Ravens winning that. I don't know. Even though, if they make it this far, they're probably going to win it. If they finally are not playoff chokers, the Ravens, they're probably going to win it. But I'm going with the heart, you know. I don't really have a true explanation for it. But I would say the Packers would take it. Well, yeah. This video is a little bit all over the place. It's not my normal high energy type of stuff. I just wanted to, document my thoughts. Really as a look back at the end of the season, for me, and anybody that wants to watch it. And if you did watch it, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think? Yeah, this was another Nick Mick production, sports mode, which I love the sports videos. Honestly, there's some cool videos. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.